Hello students, welcome to Science and Technology Part 2 and lesson number 7, that is energy flow in an ecosystem. Today we are going to study what is a food chain and a food web. Now let us study some questions which we have already studied in last year, of which first one is what is meant by ecosystem. Ecosystem is a part of surrounding or environment where there is interaction between biotic and abiotic factors. The interactions between biotic and abiotic factor in a particular region is called as an ecosystem. Now the second question is, which are the different types of ecosystems? Basically, there are two different types of ecosystems. First one, that is aquatic ecosystem, जी पाण्यामध्ये ऑपरेट होते त्याला ॲक्वेटिक इकोसिस्टीम म्हणायचं आहे. इकोसिस्टीम विच कॅन रन or operated in water is called as aquatic ecosystem, while second type is called as terrestrial ecosystem. The ecosystem which can run or which operate on the land is known as terrestrial ecosystem. जमिनीवर म्हणजे पाण्याच्या बाहेर जी इकोसिस्टीम असते त्याला आपण टेरेस्ट्रियल इकोसिस्टीम म्हणतो. पाण्याच्या आतमध्ये जी असते त्याला म्हणायचे ॲक्वॅटिक इकोसिस्टीम. नाउ द थर्ड क्वेश्चन, हाऊ डू इंटरॅक्शन्स टेक्स प्लेस बिटवीन बायोटिक अँड अबायोटिक फॅक्टर ऑफ ॲन इकोसिस्टीम? Abiotic factors are soil, water, light, then temperature, humidity, different minerals. All these are abiotic factors. And every factor is essential to the biotic factor, means living organism. All living organisms take all the abiotic factors from the surrounding. In turn, biotic factors also supplies abiotic factors to the surrounding, that is different types of gases, then different types of substances which are in the form of a raw material that is released into the atmosphere, that again released into the either water or in soil or in air. Hence, there is intake of some substances and there is a release of some substances. So there is continuous interaction between biotic and abiotic factors. Now, in energy flow in an ecosystem, we are going to study that there are different levels or modes of nutrition in living organisms. Now the first mode of nutrition is autotrophic organisms, and they are called as producers of an ecosystem. Then what are autotrophs or autotrophic organisms? The organisms which can prepare their own food material is called as autotrophic organisms. जे स्वतःचं अन्न स्वतः तयार करतात त्यांना autotrophic म्हणायचे. And all these in the form of an ecosystem they are called as producers of ecosystem. ते तयार करतात अन्न म्हणून त्यांना प्रोड्युसर म्हणायचे. Now the second level is consumers, means they consume the food or they consume the substance or they take the food. Consumers जे आहेत ते वेगवेगळ्या टाईप्स आहेत कन्झ्युमर्सच्या. फर्स्ट वन इज प्रायमरी कन्झ्युमर्स, मीन्स दे आर डायरेक्टली feeding on or directly dependent on the autotrophs or the green plants or grasses. Hence they are called as primary consumers or they are also known as herbivores. त्यांनाच आपण हर्बिव्होर्स असंही म्हणतो. फॉर एक्झाम्पल ग्रासहॉपर्स, स्क्विरल, एलिफंट, they are directly feeding on the autotrophs or herbs, plants. Second type of consumers are called as secondary consumers. They are feeding on the primary consumers. These consumers use herbivores as their food, means they are feeding on primary consumers. For example, frog, owl, fox, etc. These are secondary consumers, and as they are feeding on another animals, they are known as carnivores. The food of these secondary consumers are the primary consumers, hence they are known as carnivores. Now the third type is top consumers or apex consumers. These animals feed on herbivores and carnivores as their food. Therefore, they are called as top consumers. There is no any other animal which is feeding on these animals. Hence, they are known as top consumers. हे हर्बिव्होर्सला पण कन्झ्युम करणारे असतात आणि कार्निव्होर्सला सुद्धा कन्झ्युम करणारे असतात, म्हणून ह्यांनासुद्धा आपण कार्निव्होर्स असंच म्हणतो. टायगर्स, लायन्स, एक्सेट्रा, दीज आर टॉप कन्झ्युमर्स ऑर अपेक्स कन्झ्युमर्स. देर इज अनदर ग्रुप ऑफ ॲनिमल्स विच इज कॉल्ड ॲज omnivores or mixed consumers. These animals may feed on herbivores as well as carnivores, hence they are called as omnivores. And last type of nutrition is saprophytes and decomposers. Then what are saprophytes? Saprophytes are the organisms which feeds on dead and decaying matter. Dead and decaying matter. They are called as saprophytes or saprotrophs, or they are also known as decomposers. They decomposes the living material obtained from the living organism. Now we have to study the food chain. Food chain is the relationship or the feeding relationship among the producers, consumers and saprophytes in an ecosystem. Let us study one of the food chain in an ecosystem. Now here observe that there is a producer called as grasses. Grasses are the producers. They prepare their food material with the help of solar energy. Now grasshopper is a primary consumer which feed on grasses. The next one is the frog, which is a secondary consumer. Next one is the snake. It is also known as a tertiary consumer. And hawk is the top consumer or apex consumer. Means the energy or the food material present in the grasses is obtained by grasshopper That food material is transferred to frog, then it is transferred to snake, then it is transferred to hawk. And after the death of hawk, the saprophytes or the decomposers decomposes the materials or the food present in the body of hawk and released into the atmosphere either in soil or in water or in air. Hence, the food energy or the food which is initially in the autotroph is first transferred to primary consumer, then secondary consumer, then tertiary consumer, then top consumer, and lastly to the saprophytes and again to the soil itself or atmosphere itself or environment. So this is called as food chain. Means food is passed from one individual to the another individual in the form of a chain. Hence it is called as food chain. Now we have to study the another concept called as food web. It is not compulsory that grass is only consumed by grasshopper. It may be consumed by squirrel. It may be consumed by larger animals like goat, deer. It may be consumed by different birds. In turn, they may be consumed by different other animals. Not only a single link or single chain is there, but many organisms obtain their food material from different animals or organisms in turn. Hence, an ecosystem has several possible interconnections. So, these interconnections between the different organisms in an environment is known as food web. Any ecosystem will have such type of food webs. Now let us study the ecosystem. Shows the producers may be consumed by grasshopper, by squirrel, by bird, by deer, by different types of other animals like this. Squirrel or the grasshopper may be consumed by different birds or by different types of animals. There are grasses may be consumed by a rabbit, then zebra, either by different birds. Hence, there is a continuous relationship between these living organisms, and this is known as food web. Now, the picture shows such relationships in which we have to discuss that is the number of consumers in the food web is fixed? No, number of consumers are not fixed. What will be the effect on an ecosystem if only one type of organism in it forms the food for several different consumers in that ecosystem? That organism may be consumed on a large scale so that the number of organisms will be decreased. Why is the balance or equilibrium necessary in the food web? If any individual is consumed on a large scale, then there is the scarcity of that individuals and ecosystem will not be balanced. To maintain the balance, there should be several possible food chains which maintains the balance of the ecosystem. From this unit, we can give the answers of certain questions. Question 1 is define different nutrition levels in living organism. Question 2, define food chain with example. And question 3, define food web with suitable example. Thank you.